What's good, everyone? I'm IAnthonyD. Welcome back to the channel. We are so close to the brand new graveyard map, the new family member Bones, and the new victim Wyatt. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the newest addition to the Slaughter family, an absolute maniac known as Bones. We have a community post going into some of his lore and kind of what we can expect when it comes to Bones and his crazy self. So if you enjoy these type of videos, make sure to slash that like button and subscribe with notifications set to all. Bones is a lethal addition to the already terrifying Slaughter family, played by the horror legend Bill Moseley, a wacky, out of sorts character. Bones holds down the role of the local mortician in Emotes County. He uses this to his advantage in order to cover up the heinous crimes of the family. With Dr. Jackal and Mr. Hyde complex, Bones turns from kooky to frightening, eager to join in on the chaos and violence. With his Gore Bomb's ability, he brings a frenzy energy to any match by placing bombs on the most vertical surfaces. When they detonate, the reckless victim that gets caught in its range will receive damage and will be revealed to the family for a short duration of time. The detonation site should be important to a player because Bones can pick up the spark plugs from the exploded Gore Bombs and use it to craft more bombs from blood buckets. Absolutely crazy. It's himself, Bones, is crazy, but it's so cool that he's the local mortician and that he actually plays a role in the family by help covering up the crimes, ideally by getting rid of the dead bodies and maybe some of the evidence. And then his Gore Bomb ability, which sounds crazy to begin with. Dude's planting C4 all over the place. Not only does it hurt the victims, it highlights the victims, and then Bones himself can go to where these bombs exploded, pick up the spark plugs, and then I believe he also has to go to the blood buckets to craft more of them. So it sounds like he's putting blood in the bombs. Players can change up Bones' builds through various paths on his ability tree. For instance, players can choose an upgrade called Thrilled that allows Bones to become thrilled for 45 seconds, reducing his stamina consumption by 50% and increasing his damage by either 25 or 50%. Against victims hit by a Gore Bomb, players can also choose to have Bones make Gore Bombs from empty or full buckets without using blood, as well as retrieving a spark plug from a detonated Gore Bomb to give him a full blood vial. So these bombs are gonna be a big deal, and there's a lot that can be done here. It sounds like unless you go down a certain skill tree, maybe before that, to build these bombs, it is actually going to take blood from these buckets, which brings up an interesting dynamic in terms of like, hey, we're trying to feed grandpa over here and you're taking my blood for my bombs. But it does seem like you can go down a certain skill tree where he won't actually take the blood from the buckets for the bombs. So a lot can be done here with Bones. He's definitely a very interesting character, but the article's not finished. It goes on to say, continuing to shake up gameplay, Bones' unique perks give him the ability to hunt down victims in a way players haven't seen before. With his perks, Restless, he can jump out of windows. The unique perk called No Escape lets Bones jump down wells. Another highlight is the perk Hunting Enthusiast that gives Bones the ability to crawl over barricades. So absolutely crazy. Not only is this man planting C4 around the maps, not only can he go through crawl spaces, but he can also jump out of windows, he can jump down wells, and he can go over barricades. And it's been confirmed in the Discord by Gun that all three of these perks, the window perk, the well perk, and the barricade perk, can be chosen on the same skill tree. So if you want to be a madman who chases down victims wherever they go, you can do that now with all three of these perks. Now, there has to be a given here. I imagine maybe, I don't know, maybe his damage is lower than others, because I don't know, he looks like the cook. So I was thinking right off the bat that this is going to be a slower character, but all of these chase perks and these chase abilities sounds like he's going to be like more tailored towards chasing. So maybe he has higher stamina but lower damage. I don't know. And maybe most of his damage comes from the bombs. That's how my brain thinks. We'll have to see how this actually works. And as always, I want to know what you think down below. Comment down below. What are you thinking about Bones? What are you thinking about Bones's perks and abilities. And what are you thinking about the DLC overall? I believe that by the time this video is up, it should be coming out tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe with notifications so you don't miss out on the new graveyard content, the Bones content, the Wyatt content, a lot of TCM content here on this channel, as well as other horror games. And I'd love for you to be a part of it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and notifications set to all. Please remember, don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.
You gotta have a secret. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. These days, there are certain rules. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You gotta have a secret.
You can never have sex.